If you guys haven't already, feel free to check out our Twitter and retweet and favorite anything announcing this this broadcast, because this will be one hell of a match so far between the two teams, and we look forward to seeing you guys on Twitter. Follow us at EndGame_TV, or even message us there. We'll be reading off a lot of your responses there under the hashtag MKWC. And so a lot of things to take place right now. And it looks like we're going to be starting with a Germany top 4 and 6. So definitely not favorable for the Americans here.
Not at all.
We'll
but I suppose, like,
go on.
If they get the right track pick, then, like, if they get something like Moonview, Germany can probably, maybe, if they get a good start, run away with it at the start. But
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. It looks like Nero's biding his time well. Picking that Bowser's Castle 3. All right, Bowser's Castle 3, if they're able to block the shortcut enough, could be a solid pick, but it looks like the rest of his teammates disagree on that one. We'll have to see it. Ends up picking BC3. All right, so we will be having the shortcut-infested track be with us today. Guys, go ahead and vote hashtag USA win in the chat, or hashtag Jerwin if you believe one of the two teams will be winning, and we'll be, of course, monitoring that to see where your support gauge is from. Of course, Bowser's Castle 3 being the start of this one. Nero starting up in second place as gonna have to play a little bit friendly around his teammates here. Gets the draft in front of Crash and is gonna be able to take that first place if ever so slightly. Gotta throw that right away in order to give some teammates some room here. Of course, he doesn't get that green shell to be able to block the shortcut, so this is not looking too hot for Team Germany if they plan on hoarding that shortcut with tons of backspam, but it looks like they are only able to get a banana on that right now. Germany gonna have to watch out as their backer is going backwards through the crowds. But nobody able to take the shortcut as of right yet. So Germany's still top 3. And really, what was great item usage there on the shortcut there.
Wow.
You see Germany in top 3 still. A Fid, perfect for blocking the shortcut right now. And Wraith, I believe, is winning the bagging duel. So he could very well be holding on to the shock for the USA, who could use it as they are holding the majority of middle to bottom spots right now. But of course, if Nero is able to get that fib on the cut, then he should be able to do some good things for that. You see,
looks like USA may need the block the cut unblocked here.
Yeah, there's a banana and a fib there. Looks like nobody's gotten rid of it just yet, although we aren't able to see that. If someone uses a star on the shortcut, it might be unblocked right now. But it looks like whoever was at the shortcut has failed it, so that Daisy will be falling behind there. Gonna tune back into TK64 here as he is in 6th place with the single shroom here. That Pow though getting him at the worst spot possible. Those greens maybe get him, yes! Sent back from 6th to what is 7th, 8th place. And USA in a ton of middle to bottom spots here. He's gonna have a lot of trouble being able to catch up. Nero still in 1st place with not much of anything happening to him right now in 1st place. What's gonna have to happen here, Jake, in order for the USA to catch back up?
They're gonna need to have a really coordinated shot, get as many dodges as they can, and just get up there. And it might need blue shell as well.
I think they're gonna, the shock has happened. We're gonna be seeing it soon. Is that a target shock on the Nero? Yes, it is. Nero goes down. The blue shell was sent at the same time, but the target shock will be getting him. Germany still has top 3. Shortcut is unblocked. USA might be able to take this one. We do see TK with the golden mushroom in 10th place. Where is he gonna be able to, how far is he gonna be able to get? The blue shell does get someone near Nero, and Germany loses the person in top 3. TK does fail the shortcut in 10th place. He's out of this race. And so it is going to be Nero in 1st place, Germany in 2nd place. Germany has held on the top 2 the whole race, but they're going to be a target pad at the very end. Last stretch, no item for Team Germany here.
Ooh, it's going to be risky.
This is not going to, nope, nothing is going to happen to Team Germany here, as they're going to finish with a top 2 or maybe even 3 in what is a very strong finish for the German side.
Yeah, we didn't see much of USA at the top there, so Germany well deserved to win that race.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we could have seen maybe TK maybe catch on up for the American side, but it was unfortunate that he wasn't able to take that shortcut in the best of ways on lap 3, which would have certainly been substantial for him and his team. Because I think at that point he was a little bit a ways away in 10th place, but a shortcut would have definitely solved that. Germany, though, oh my goodness, top 3-5. And that's gotta hurt for the American side. take a quick... I'm going to make sure to keep track of scores here. So just to make sure, I just want to make sure I'm not dumb or anything. We do have what is, I think, 73 points every race, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so with that being said, Germany, I believe, got 47 out of those 73. So the score right now is 47 to 26. Nearly actually, no, more than a 20-point lead right now for the German side. And I don't really think anybody saw the German side coming out to such an explosive start right now.
No, they've come out the gates really quick. They sure have.
And we were talking before about how TK isn't running on the best of sleep right now. That could maybe have attributed to his shortcut fail towards the end there.
Yeah, I agree.
But we'll have to see here as the next course, DK snowboards cross. And I know that some of USA prefer this track, but I also know that, that is preferred on both ends here. So we'll have to see how this somewhat neutral stage to both teams really balances out.
If Wraith can get the shock here, USA might be in with a chance, because there's a few ways they can go about using it here.
We do see TK in 10th place going for that bullet bill and is able to get it. 10th place bullet bill. Nice job for him. That is going to make for a lightning bolt easier to get for both 11th and 12th place, given that the amount of items that those sandbaggers can get are now restricted to only a couple items now without that bullet bill. It also increases the likelihood for a 11th place lightning bolt. Looks like TK is going to attempt this shortcut and should be able to take the double cut. Yes, gets that bullet bill into 4th place, and this could be something to note in the next coming laps for Team USA, as they definitely want to be able to shock dodge a bullet bill in near 3rd place if they can.
Yeah, if he can hold that well and stay up there without getting hit, it's pretty much guaranteed top spot for him.
Germany is in top 2 right now, though. The POW gets Germany in top 2, so looks like Nero had to slow down for that one, but TK is still able to hold on to his bullet bill in 3rd place. Nero still in 1st place, though. Has the banana for any potential red shells. That won't be coming from TK anytime soon. We should be able to see TK taking double shortcut here, but it looks like Nero won't be going for it, playing it safe, rightfully so. He is in 1st place by at least a second. Gonna get onto that hot pipe as soon as possible. TK, having failed the shortcut, gonna use that bullet bill actually right off the bat there. And I believe he's gonna get ready right after. Yeah, that's him getting ready right after in 2nd place. And that's gotta be it for TK64, as Germany does have top 2 right now. Will there be a shock for them? Yes, there is. Top 2 gets shock dodge in the cannon, and that's gotta be it for Team Germany, as they should have a top 2 settled here, unless there are boost shells, which, granted, are still very likely in this race.
Yeah, they're going to need a blue shell like as soon as possible, USA, in order to catch back up to them. Because
if you look at the mini-map right now, it's so dispersed right now, at least between the top 2 and the middle spots. You see that cluster of Funky Kongs back there. TK is going to go for the double shortcut in 3rd. Oh, whoops. TK is going to go for the double shortcut in 3rd. Looks like he'll be able to land it with relative ease, but it won't be able to help him too much, as looks like crashes right on his ass right now. It looks like he won't be able to win versus him, especially with getting really into mid-air and not getting that trick towards the end. Looks like he's going to finish the 4th place finish, yeah. And that's going to be a German top 3 with what is another strong race for the German side.
Wow, and Jesus.
I can't say I saw this coming at all, because the USA lineup is, by all means, it's a lineup that's certainly worth fearing. It's a lineup that certainly has proven itself over the test of time, and somewhat surprised by this incredibly strong start by Team Germany, as Team Germany was able to get the shock there.
Yeah, I mean, that shot really helped them secure the top 3, because they just got top 2 in cannon, just couldn't catch up, do anything about it.
That is a 44, I think 45 point race for Team Germany, if I'm not mistaken. And if that is the case, 45 to 28 that race. So once again, Germany, they have 92 points now. And this is a 92 to 54 point deficit right here, which is a near 40 point deficit right now held by the German side. So holy hell.
Yeah, USA have got to be careful. I mean, they don't want to go like into GP1 with a 50, 60 point deficit.
We did see a lot of USA kind of wins, but a lot of German support as well for this one. And the USA lineup, of course, let's go back to it. Matt, Killua, Crusher, TK64, Sphinx, and Veraith. If you had to pick like a weak point of this lineup, what would it be?
That's tough. To be honest, at the minute, I'd have to say, just because he hasn't had much sleep, TK64, because I can't see him being able to be as concentrated as he could be.
Yeah, that's like the only reason I would slate him off, really, for this one. But, I mean, I'll be interested to see if he can do anything about it. Oh, he does have a bomb in 4th. Oh, but he gets wheelie bumped as he's about to throw that bomb towards top 2. That could have been an incredible bomb snipe for Team USA if he was able to get that off. But for now, he has a single shrimp in 4th. Find 2 German members here. Nero is still in 1st place, so Germany, I think, is having near top 4, top 5, actually, after that recent bump. TK is going to go for a better item. Triple shrooms, of course. He's going to go for the normal shortcut. I know Toadkart to be a fan of the rock hop, but I guess he wasn't aligned correctly, as Germany still having top 2 after taking shortcut in the middle spots they had. So this is going to be very tough for USA, as they do have 3 and 4, but TK is susceptible to not only a red shell, but a thundercloud, and that is going to be a thunder. Oh no, he isn't able to pass it off just yet. But it looks like he still gets hit by Germany's Ryuga, and he's going to be sent to a 9th place, right behind his teammate Arceus or Crusher. So right now, Matt is in 3rd place, right ahead of... Oh, and Nero gets knocked out of there with a bomb. Watch out, Killua. Killua's able to avoid that. Just barely, but a banana's going to send Nero just right on off towards the middle of 2nd lap there. And Nero is going to have to say goodbye for now. He should be able to get some shrooms to catch up. But there's a shock. TK is going to be able to dodge a shock with a star and a mega at his disposal. And oh my goodness, we could be seeing TK on the come up here, as he does have triple reds. Is he going to be able to get ahead of his teammate Matt? It doesn't appear to be the case. But if he is able to get those triple reds out, he's able to get them onto Ryuga ahead of him. Ryuga doesn't have an answer. TK also gets a golden in 6th place, so he should be able to take the shortcut towards the end of lap 3. The bomb, though, gets him in 6th place. I spoke way too soon. The bomb gets him back into 7th place. He goes, no shrooms as of yet. Nero's still back here in 8th place. A golden mushroom for him. Meanwhile, TK has the blooper in 7th place. If he does not get the shrooms, he will not be able to get anywhere near top spot. Triple shrooms for him. USA will be taking shortcut here. USA might be able to call a shock. Not just yet. Nero takes a very sloppy shortcut, won't be able to make it there. There are triple reds right next to TK and Killua, but it ends up getting Arceus at the very end of the Purple Volcano race, and TK only ending up with the 5th place after his teammate gets knocked at the end of the race. And I think USA may have had one of their first only all-right races of this war, which by itself is a very telling sign of how this war is going, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that was just not... That bomb completely destroyed his chances for getting in the top 3, at least, I think.
No, because he had a golden in, what was it, 6th place, and he was pretty close to the pack, and with Mario Kart Wii in opposition to Mario Kart 8, having those positions, having your items determined by position instead of like distance from first, it's definitely crucial for you to be able to hold that onto that golden in 6th. Right now, I'll go ahead and take a print screen of the results to come from these last couple races. Update you guys on scores here, as Nero is topping the GP with 34 points after 3 races, with Samuel not too far at all behind him. It looks like there has been a disconnection, though. A couple of disconnections, rather, and that would make sense considering we didn't see too many players there. We saw Nero way back, what seemed to be last, but it only showed him in the 8th place position, so we'll have to see how this fares for a lot of these racers here, as they will be getting back to the room as soon as possible. Still USA down by 35 points. And we're going to be waiting for our matchup here to commence with the company of Jake Stevens, our fellow caster here. He's going to be taking a quick race break as he's fixing some issues for him. But for now, Delfino Square. Will Germany be able to capitalize on what has so far been an incredible war for them so far? This has got to be a good moment for the German Skype call, I can imagine. Nero in 1st place, triple bananas, and holding them very dutifully. As Matt nearing around him. Oh, nearly getting that green snipe onto Nero, but instead the green bouncing off him. Off the wall, rather. And the banana getting a hold of Matt there. And now Germany, I believe, has top 2 without a couple of people going through the shortcut. Looks like USA now has first with Arceus around there fighting Crash. Looks like they are in top 2. What will Nero be able to do about this? RCS has lost a bit of ground to Crash. Crash doing a very good job of out-racing Arceus so far. Arceus seeing that green shell and the banana come around, and nice job avoiding that item. The green's still bouncing around though. Nero taking that wide turn. He's gonna have to watch out here as the green a little bit dangerous for him. TK64 still with a star in 7th right now. He's looking to chain this potentially in 2nd lap. Not just yet. He's going to hold on to the sucker because, oh my goodness, he was not able to take that effectively. Loses a star, and sayonara, TK. He's back in 10th place as we turn our attention back to Nero in 3rd place, and Arceus missing that slip drift. Losing a bit of ground once again on Crash, and we have to wonder how many times can he do that. A green shell for Nero right behind Arceus. Will he be able to get the snipe off? Not exactly just yet. The green bounces around a couple of times, but not still able to get Arceus. Last level, Delfino Square. There's the shock that comes into play. I believe that's an American shock coming up, as Germany did have the majority of top spots. We do see a star in play. Killua is now in a star in 3rd place for Team USA, and he's got to have better items chained for him in 2nd place. And I believe that's him taking double shortcut in 3rd place. So a solid race for Team USA. They should be able to clinch that 1st place. It's now a question as to whether Nero will be able to stay in 3rd place. He passes the Thundercloud to Arceus, and Germany coming into a lot of middle spots behind Killua. Mad in 4th place. Nero does have that red shell though. TK has a golden in 8th place, it seems. Will he be able to pass everybody? A red shell goes for the Americans. It gets them. And TK's only able to get 7th place in what should be a very neutral race. But USA getting a lot of the middle to bottom spots more than anything, and I'm having a tough time trying to picture together what the result screen is going to look like, but I don't think it's going to be too in favor of either team. We'll have to see who gets the narrow victory here. As definitely a very hectic finish there. The golden being used by TK64 to be able to advance up the last straight of Delfino Square, but not able to do enough, as Germany getting that 2-3-5-6. Will that be enough to lay dominance to the war, or at least the race results? 22 points, 29 points, 33 points. I'll go ahead and get a pick really quickly, just to make sure I get this right. Scores being 15 plus 8 plus 5. So fortunately enough for the Americans, they were able to get first with the use of that shock. But my question is, was that really enough to be able to catapult them to a win? And I get a good feeling my answer is going to be no, because USA was only able to get 36 points that race, and so they lost that race by a score of 36-37, still losing. 128 right now for the Americans, and on the other hand, 164 for the Germans. I think Jake is back in action for us. I'll have to see how United States holds up. Hello, Jake. Welcome back to the cast. Were you able to catch that last one?
Some of it.
Okay. Well, basically, USA wasn't able to win it still, but they only lost it by 1 point. It's some degree of progress, but still not enough for the Americans, as they are trailing by 36 points now as they head on the Moonview Highway. I should note this is a course favorite of Killua, as he is starting off in 1st place, and that early red onto Nero will definitely hurt Team Germany, as they want to hold on to those top spots as long as possible. Moonview Highway, of course, being a good track for top positions, correct?
Yeah, it's very easy to keep top spots there, and it's mostly favored by all clans just to pick one of your top spots. Yeah,
looks like Killua actually fell out of 1st place really quickly there, and he's going to be in a middle spot now. And Nero with the triple reds in 7th, he might be able to do something to this American squad right now. 5th. I believe they do have 4, 5, 6 positions. Nearly missing that yellow card there. A star in play right now for Team Germany. I think that's going to be getting his own teammate Samuel hitting Nero right there into a further bottom spot. We should note, TK is holding a star in 4th. USA has 2, 3, 4. And I think this could be a very good race for Team USA, despite the lackluster start on the behalf of Killua.
This could be good.
I'm not sure who is in 1st place right now, but it looks like it was Crash. He hit the car at first. That's a star for Team Germany, though. Or a shock for Team Germany, though. And TK is not able to dodge it. And Germany, now all of a sudden, able to negate that top 3 into what should be a 1st place for Team Germany, and even a 3rd place for them. So at the slightest break of a USA top position, it looks as if Team USA is going to be back into second and fourth positions. Nowhere near the top three they seem to be having. TK runs into the side of the Golden Gate Bridge here, it seems. 7th place here. Blooper for him. Nothing good for him right now as he's going to be stuck with a mediocre item as Nero right ahead of him. A Mega Mushroom. He's going to use that to get that 6th place item box. Gets that blue shell. He's going to definitely hold on to it. Matt runs into the bomb car in 6th place, and that's going to allow 4th, 5th place finish for Nero unless anything drastic happens here. So he approaches the line here. It looks like TK is barely able to pass TK at the very end. Yes, I think that was a pass at the very end, and TK gets that 5th place finish ahead of Nero. But I don't know if USA did too well there. We're going to have to see on these results here. Jake, what do you think of that race? What happened in that race? Do you think USA won that one?
I'm not too sure. The streams are still not loading for me.
All right, fair enough, Jake. Poor guy, Jake. You could just load up one stream and focus on that stream.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Germany.
But even one.
Germany at top 3. Holy hell. Holy hell. This is not looking too hot for the American side as they have invested consistently throughout this war. And that is now a, what is it? I think that's...
3 top 3s?
Yeah, that should be. And this is very concerning for the American side, who has been slotted as the #1 team in the world before this tournament. A lot of hype to live up to. Holy hell, Jake, if you could see the amount of tabs open I have right now. Absolutely stupid. Oh my god, that's how it's always been for World Cup cast. Anyways, looks like a lot of Dry Ruins. Toad's Factory is being picked, but in the end, it's going to be Dry Ruins on the behalf of Nero here being picked for Team Germany. And we'll have to see how this one ends up. USA is certainly looking for a breach into what has been a rock-solid block of top spots for Team Germany here. TK64 starting off in 3rd place, but it's going to go wide for that item box, and Nero says, hell no, I'm getting the closest item box next to me. I'm going to take in that short gap jump. Shroomless cut, and it's going to be Crash and Nero, the Charge Brigade duo, taking off in top 2 spots right now. Very solid start for them on DDR, but they're going to have to fear any potential comebacks on the behalf of the USA, especially considering shock usage and the ultra shortcut. We do see in the mini-map, the German sandbagger is ahead, relatively speaking, ahead of the American bagger. So we might be seeing a German shock as well. And if USA isn't able to get up there, this could be very concerning for them. But Nero, having failed the short shroomless cut, looks like Crash has failed as well, and the bomb for TK from TK in 1st place is going to send Nero back to 6th place. And now TK64 is able to hold up there, hopefully for a long amount of time for the American squad, as his team definitely does need help from the likes of him in races like these, especially when they won't be having shock. But looks like Nero does have triple shrooms in 5th place. We'll have to see how well he takes this ultra cut. And the triple shroom ultra shortcut, not the easiest of shortcuts to take for sure. He's going to have to do this pretty well here.
Yeah, you got to time it right with those shrooms and make sure you align everything perfectly.
Perfect landing onto there. Oh my goodness. He was going to get a near perfect shock, but it looks like Crash gets shocked off. Crash got shocked off on the small... No, okay, that's a lie. Crash nearly got shocked off, but Nero getting shocked in the middle of the ultra is going to hurt him. USA having 1 and 4, 1, 3, 4 right now for the American side. TK does have a German right behind him, though, and he's not able to get the perfect glitch. And it looks like he completely gives up on 1st place to the German side right here. And maybe if USA is able to get a blue shell or a shock, then maybe they're able to do something about this, but there's a star in play. No items as of right now. Nero has a breath shell on his tail, but he's able to avoid it. Right next to TK. Not able to wheelie, gets bumped into the sand at the very end, and he's not able to finish in 3rd place, but instead 5th place. TK able to finish in that 3rd place that Nero so clearly wanted. And I think USA is going to take that race, if only by a little bit, with those 2, 3, 4 positions. I have to wonder where the Americans, apart from those 2, 3, 4 positions, were, which will really decide the outcome of this race. But definitely TK, if you notice there, Jake, dropping the ball kind of towards the glitch, or the wall glitch right there.
Yeah, the wall glitch can be kind of iffy every now and then. Like if you don't get the right alignment, you can just go completely careening off to the other side, or as you saw, TK going into the sand.
Yeah, sleep can be a fickle thing too. If you don't treat your body well, your body might not give you a dry ruins glitch in the greatest way, in the greatest manner. So TK may be learning a lesson here, as no sleep may turn out to be a factor in your performance. couple of seconds in comparison to the Americans. So we'll have to see here. Triple shrooms for TK. I don't even know if he'll even need shrooms for that shroomless cut. He's in 7th place right now. 2 shrooms. He's going to hold it for the shortcut. It looks like Nero does have that Thundercloud in 5th place. He's reaching for the American side's Matt. Matt is trying to go. Oh, no, God. I thought Matt was trying to go for him with greens, and I was about to say, Matt, that's a very unwise decision if you don't want that Thundercloud, but Matt is able to still avoid him. And Nero is going to have to deal with the Thundercloud, although he does get that POW, which could be used, but not before getting starred by Sphinx. The Americans, though, we do see a lot of Americans back in the middle, the bottom spots. TK trying to pass the Thundercloud, but he's going to have to be very wary as to whether... I think he might have scared the German side. No, he's not able to pass it just in time right there. And so TK at a bit of a loss of words right now as for what's happened to him. Triple shrooms in 9th place. He has a bit of a ways to catch up, especially considering what we see on the minimap here, going into lap 3. And we see both of our streamers here kind of out of ooh, that's a shock. That's a shock, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a shock in play right now, and I don't know who's exactly shock dodged that based on what we see on the minimap. But we still see a lot of Americans back here. USA trying to shroom up as much as possible. He is shrooming up with those triple shrooms and gets a golden mushroom right afterwards. He's going to be able to catch up to his teammates RCS and Killua in middle spots. But I don't know if this will be enough. I think Germany has something near a top 3, and with another Thundercloud to boot, RCS might be hurting a little bit here. TK is able to get that 7th place golden mushroom here. And I think USA is going to be able to hold on to a lot of those middle spots. We'll have to take a look and see what happened up top, because we're not exactly sure on the caster end of it. Certainly a race of question marks for those tuning in here on EndGameTV. USA definitely having a lot of those middle spots, but Germany, I didn't really see like a couple of their racers for the majority of the race. I'm going to assume that they had top spots, but I'll see if I'm surprised here. We'll have to see as I believe that's German top 2, but USA able to get a lot of spots behind that. Let's see if USA is able to even win that one, despite them losing a lot of those positions there. I believe, Germany getting that top 2 there definitely helps, but them, Nero, Ryuga, K, and Eagle getting the bottom 4 for them. I think USA is going to win that one, actually. Yeah, they win that one by they win that one race by 1 point. So it wasn't that much of a game changer for either team, but regardless, 270 points for the American side, and for the German side, I believe that's a what is it? Or sorry, not two. No, I got that wrong. Americans got 37 points that race. Germans got 36 points that race.
Yeah. And
so that's going to be a 308 for Germany and a 276 for Team USA. Okay, the ever so slow comeback for the Americans still is being pushed.
Yeah, it's still on the cards. We just got to see. We just got to see if they can. They need to get out of that, break that top 2 in the next race.
And keep in mind, guys. Both of these teams play for. Not only, of course, for this isn't just a pride match. This is really to decide who is able to get first seed, because the first seed of each group is going to be able to bypass the quarterfinals and directly go into the semifinals of the World Cup. So, if you are going to be a national team wanting to get some of the $2,000 in cash prizes for this tournament, you're definitely going to want to be putting yourself at low of a risk as possible in trying to reach those semifinals. So, yeah, definitely something to see here. And definitely a lot on the line for Germany and USA. TK starting off in 2nd place for Koopa KB. He does have that shrimp, but he's going to have to be wary of Samuel's banana here. Slip drifts in order to stay wide of Samuel, yet still be in a good spot for it. He's so close, and he had to know that was coming. It slipped into the banana of Team Germany's Samuel, but is still in 2nd place. Has a single shroom. He's not going to get too hasty with it. Going to use that shroom on the short upcoming here. Looks like he's able to pass first place. I'm not exactly sure as to what happened to Samuel there, but all of a sudden, Samuel not in first place. He looks like he dip-dived and dodged out of there. There is a blue shell, though. That could explain why. It looks like TK is going to fall down and out to the count to not only a blue shell, but a red shell and a thundercloud. Goodbye, Toad Card 64. You are going down for the day. as it looks like you won't be able to pass this Thundercloud at the very... He is able to pass the Thundercloud at the last second, and he's not going to be able... He's not going to suffer to the very last item there of the Thundercloud, but he definitely has taken a lot of hits there in the past couple of minutes, or past couple of seconds there, as he finds himself transferred from a first place position to an 8th place position. Triple Shrooms here for TK. Baggers, you can see they're going at it right now. We do see Nero in first place. Green shell for him, and as a lot of the other races here for Nero, he's been able to front run the majority of these races. And with Samuel right behind him, at least serving as a sort of meat shield, Nero should be able to race this one pretty fully. And if that is the case, we could see a halt to the ever so small USA race wins. But it's all going to depend on how USA progresses throughout this last lap. There's a huge gap between the top 2 and the middle pack of presumably majority Americans. We do see USA kind of slowly inching up towards the American side, though. TK and Sphinx are way back there in 10th and 9th place. And so they don't stand much of a chance to be able to catch on up. Nero in first place. Not going to be able to get a shroom or anything, but I believe he's going to be able to get first place, as Team Germany should be able to wrap it up here with a top 2 Samuel right behind him. And I think that's a top 2-4 for Team Germany. So goodbye to Team USA's seemingly big comeback they were striving to make here. It's seeming as if Germany's putting a halt to that show. Says goodbye, farewell, au revoir. That's not the right language, but whatever. And it looks like Germany is going to be able to increase on that 32-point lead to probably around a 50-point lead, maybe a 55-point lead.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt USA's chances.
And I don't. Do you recall how many races are left for this match?
With that one, I think 3, 4.
We'll have to see.
How many? Wait, there was. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
We'll have to see here.
Yeah.
We'll have to see here, as that race result was definitely in the favor of the Germans. They're getting first place, of course, padding his individual points. But on top of that, Samuel having 39 points in 3 races. Impressive for him. Actually, no, we should know. Germany got top 2, 4, 5, 6. So definitely not a race that you want to be having as the American squad. And I think that might be close to the dagger in the heart for the Americans, as they were looking to make a comeback. But right now, I believe they're going to be losing by a fair amount now. Let's take a quick look into how much that might be. Appears as if they got 49 points that race, so that's got to hurt for the American side. 49-24 that race alone, so a 25-point deficit. And that's not looking too pretty for the American side.
And suddenly it's almost back up to 60 points.
Yeah, it looks like USA was inching slowly but surely, but over one race, it looks as if that has all gone away. So 49-24 means that Germany's going to be up 357 to, I believe, 300 on the dot. Still some time left.
So what's that?
Still some time left. Decent amount of time for... Wait, go on.
So what's the score? 300 to...
357 to 300 is what I got. But yeah, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Looks like Nero is in first place on Moo Meadows. Moo Meadows being a kind of sort of pocket pick for the members of TK and Killua, as they are members of Wally Wogs, and they do favor this track a lot. We'll have to see if it pans out to USA's favor. Germany in top 3 right now. And USA definitely needs a shock right now. It looks like that bagging duel is very close back there, with Germany having the slight edge. But right now, more than ever, more than any other time, USA need their bagger to be able to get shock. Hopefully he is able to deliver.
It's now or never.
Nero getting ready 2 times in a row, and looks like he's going to get bumped into an unfavorable position here in 7th place, but he does have triple shrooms. TK64 with a star in 6th place. He's going to have the chain here and start catching up, I believe. A star chain for him in 6th place on lap 3. Will he get triple shrooms? Yes, he does get triple shrooms. A POW as well. He's going to be able to avoid the POW. And he should be able to catch up as well, but the question is, who and where are Team Germany? There are bananas, and he runs right into them. Will he be able to... Ooh, I don't know if TK will be able to make a move on here. He does get that shroom, though. Will he be able to outline? No! The shock is going to get Nero, a shock touch towards the end, and that's a Germany top 3 as they are able to win yet another race for Team Germany. And a blue shell comes at the very end of the race as well for Team USA. So I think that is game, set, and match for Team Germany, if I am not mistaken, with what is maybe 2 races left in this match. And Germany really showing up the #1 seeded team here. If they win by enough, I think that might be game, set, and match.
Yeah, I was literally thinking the exact same phrase, like game, set, and match.
Yeah, I think as far as game, set, and matches go, I think it's going to be relatively solid here for Germany as they do take the win with a top 3 and 5. Certainly a win to be proud of here, as Germany been dominating the entire time. And definitely a race to be proud of.
Yeah, that shock seemed to really help them. Just the late shock, like they didn't have time, like USA didn't have time to recover. So
46-27 that race. And oh my god. I don't think I don't know. I don't think so. I don't.
2 races left.
Germany already has 403 points. USA only having 327. 2 races left. If the USA were to come back, it would be the comeback of a lifetime, but I don't think they can even afford to have their bagger now.
They would have to top 6 both races, I think, at this point.
Well, let's see. That's 15 plus 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6, right?
Yeah.
That'd be 58 points to 15 points. So that'd be a, what is it?
43.
A 43-point deficit. And right now, USA is down by 76. So there's a maximum total point differential the USA can make of 86 points, and they have to do that without bagging. I don't know. It's a little bit too much in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be able to do this. If anything, they can fight for the bonus point, but that's about it in my opinion. And it looks like Germany has done a very good job investing the American side. I don't know. I knew it was going to be a close war, but this hasn't even been a close war. It's been relatively close, I suppose, but an 80-point deficit, that's not what I like to call close. That's what I like to call a sound win from the German side. And
yeah, totally.
We'll have to see if they are able to continue that 80-point deficit. Guys, let us know if you still believe in a USA comeback with the hashtag USA win, and if you surely believe in that Germany win. Let us know in the chat right now, because we are going into what might be a very favorable track for Team USA, and they need to be able to pull off all the stops here. I believe that is Team USA going backwards. So they will not be having a 6th player up in the front. They will not be gaining it. I think they're fighting for a bonus point at this rate. We'll have to see here. A mega for TK in 7th place. Nero in 3rd place behind Sphinx. It looks like Germany has busted out to a quick top 2. A red shell for him behind Crash. And oh, that bomb! That bomb absolutely nails Nero around the item box. He's going to have to drop back to, what is 9th place now? 10th place in order to get back into it. Gets a star in 10th and is going to be able to take this throughout the cut. Actually, he's going to hold on to it. Appears as if Germany might have the slight edge in having the shock right now. If that is the case, this point lead can only grow here. We'll have to see as these players going backwards. They don't have much of any fears here. Germany holding on to this star. Looks like TK is holding on to a mega as well in 8th place. Will he do anything with it? There's 2 dodges used by Team USA here. Approaching the last bit of this, a golden mushroom being in use. He's gonna have to watch out for RCS here. Oh, looks like a POW wrecks a lot of people here. TK moving up, there's a blue shell as well. TK now all of a sudden in 1st place. We'll have to keep in mind, Nero's holding a star in 5th place, and Germany just might be holding on to shock as if this seemingly tease USA into thinking they have solid races here, solid spots here. Nero's gonna use this star at the last second. That's a shock dodge for Team Germany, and Nero's gonna be getting a 1st place, surely. And TK's gonna be, oh no, he's not ready. Is he able to? Yes, he knocks TK at the very end. We'll have to see where each person gets, but I think that's Nero getting 1st place, TK getting 2nd place. Oh my goodness, that was a close finish for sure. I do think Germany may have kept that a relatively even race in what seemed to be what was going to be at least a solid race for USA, a race that USA could have certainly worked with and towards in dealing with that point differential that they are now losing. But man, that Germany definitely turning that race around at the last second there.
They sure did.
Like
that shock at the end.
Yeah, 1, 3, 4, 6, and 10. And that's going to be, that's a race win for sure for the German side. And now, if we didn't know for sure, that is a game, set, and match by all means. As Team Germany, congratulations, hats off to you. That is now putting the U.S. at a numerical disadvantage. They cannot anymore pass up on the German side. And I don't even think they can play for a bonus point at this rate. So, very well done job by Team Germany as pretty much like out-racing USA throughout the entirety of the war here, of the match here. Very well done on their part.
Yeah, it was a fantastic showing by Germany here in this match. They've certainly come into it, and they've ran really well. They've used the shock really well. They've just outplayed USA.
And I mean, it's both been outplaying in the front and the back, really. I mean, after what was an even couple of races at the very beginning of the match, in terms of sandbagging, who gets shock and everything. That was not the case after a couple of races, and it seems as if Germany has been able to get the majority of shocks here. And I wonder if USA is going to really question who their bagger is, because I know that USA, they do have a strong roster, but they also have some worries about their bagger Wraith and whether he is the best available bagger for the country. And we do know that Derek is a good bagger in his own right. We'll have to see if USA decides to make any decision changes to their roster as a result of this war. But we'll see. USA has to play Canada the last match. They are now 1-1. They will be playing, I believe, Team Belgium tomorrow. And if we're going to take a look into this race here, TK with the Thundercloud in 6th, 7th place, trying to get it onto Nero, but not going to be close enough, as Nero does have these shrooms to be able to get away with him. And a Mega to follow up with that Nero. Loving the item boxes right now, as he is in 5th place right now. Holding on to that Mega. And certainly going to be waiting a shock from his counterpart, Eagle. There's a Mega in use here in 5th place. He's not going to be waiting for that shock any longer. He does have triple greens to be able to get rid of the USA members ahead of him, but he's not going to be able to use them effectively. He does not able to even land any of them on the team, which is kind of surprising, looking at some of the players in front of him, but still in 5th place, nothing much to fear. Able to evade the pow! Oh my goodness, a lot of items at the end there. The end of the jump, and he's going to have to avoid them. Runs into the fireball there. Ooh, and the triple reds are going to knock him out of the turn there. And back to 10th place he goes. I'm going to take a quick look to TK's stream. He does have a golden in 4th place right now, and it looks like USA does have 3, 4, 5. But once again, the question time and time again for Team USA, where are they up there? Are they actually up there in top 2 positions? Because the majority of the war, we have not seen that. We have not seen that outlandish performance on the behalf of Team USA, but there is a blue shell being sent right now, and if that is Team Germany, they could benefit from this one. I believe it already even hit, and the blue shell got Team Germany on the ramp, so well done by the German side, and well done for TK to go into the other side of the half-pipe before the shock there in order to negate the effect of that POW. I believe that's another German shock dodge, as once again, Wraith made completely useless with the Mega on TK's part. Towards lap 3, there's a blue shell out as well. Will Team USA be able to do anything about this? Germany moving up at the very end. TK getting that 6th place item box, but it is a blooper. Nero on the other end, able to get triple shrooms. Will he be able to pass anybody at the very end? No. Mega, silence, and goodbye for him. Nero sent back into what is a 9th place and maybe 10th place. As although that is a poor performance for Nero on that last race, that is going to be a race win for Team Germany, a match win for Team Germany, and that should lock up their #1 seed in the World Cup, as they will be taking off into the elimination stages, I believe. And I think that is game, set, and match. Good games to both teams, as definitely a great match to watch between the Americans and the Germans, as the Germans will have the edge on this one. And great match to watch, especially on the behalf of someone who thought really positively of the Americans and have been really shown up towards the end here. So that was really interesting to see.
Yeah, the Germans just came out today, and well,
I mean, looking at the lineups before the matchup, right? If we had to look there, I did not expect to be seeing the members of USA doing so badly, but at the same time, I look at the lineup and see difficulties in having players that will actually be up there consistently. And I understand where from the frustration and the shortfalls of this lineup may lie. And I feel like the USA, I feel like this will be a learning experience for them for sure. They certainly